Hi, I'm Georgia Patton and welcome to Board to Boss, the podcast where we dive into real, unfiltered stories behind building a business. I'm not an expert or a self-proclaimed business guru, I'm just like you. I'm here to listen, learn and soak up the experience and knowledge of others in the hope of bettering myself and my business. This podcast is proudly brought to you by Bare Jewellery, the go-to designer sunglasses brand from New Zealand, crafting premium polarized sunnies. Okay, so today I have Alena here, founder of Bare Jewellery. I would say it's probably one of the fastest growing jewellery brands we're seeing in New Zealand at the moment, which is super exciting to watch from behind the scenes. For everybody who hasn't heard of Bare Jewellery, do you want to give us like a couple of sentence rundown?
So Bare Jewellery, we are a timeless, stylish jewellery brand at an accessible price point. Yeah, and our mission is just to make women feel confident, and when you put on the jewellery, you sort of just feel like you're that girl because you choose to be confident, you choose to be put together that day. Yeah.
That is actually like the epitome of the picture you put out into the world as well.
Yeah.
It is the most aesthetically put together Instagram. And like everything you do just looks absolutely beautiful. We look up to it so much. We are not that brand, but you are so that brand.
Really?
Yes, aesthetically, everything you put together is just like 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear. Yeah, we do put a lot of effort though. Yeah.
Like all my time goes into the content.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so I want to go all the way back. What were you like in high school and what were your favourite topics?
When I was in high school, I moved to New Zealand when I was 15. So by myself. So it
By
was,
yourself?
Yeah, I was staying in the host family. I was fully an international student. Yeah, so it was a lot of cultural shock. I think I had an odd high school year because it was learning the language, learning the culture, and I was just an odd kid. But also I was never a chill kid though. Like I just like to go handies on things, you know? Like I just like
10 out of 10 and everything.
Yes, it's like the Asian in me. It's like doing things. So I try my best to learn the culture. I try my best to see, like, especially the things I'm interested in. I always try.
Like what topics were you interested in school? Do you reckon that's led you down this path or were they completely different?
I did enjoy fashion all the time.
Yeah.
And also I think I have an obsession with fake tanning. For some reason, that just like a dumb thing that I'm always enjoying. I love art, graphic design, photography. That's just always been my thing.
So creativity was like kind of always something that you were drawn towards.
Yeah.
Did that then lead into university or did you take a gap year?
I took a gap year. The reason why I took a gap year was because, again, I was an international student. I was only 17 when I graduated and I had to stay with another host family if I wanted to go to uni in New Zealand. But I was like, I don't want to do that because I just want my freedom already. Like I'm going to uni, I want to be in a hall or something. So I took a gap year, traveled heaps to like heaps of countries and just like, it was an eye-opening year. When I went to Bali, that was like 10 years ago, and meet a lot of like cool, like digital nomads back in the days. And then that's when I meet people from all over the world and they're all like doing cool careers. Yeah. And that's when I've sort of thought maybe I could do something similar.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you went to uni when you got back.
Yes.
What did you do?
I did graphic design.
Oh, so you are kind of in like
Really?
the creative design industry.
Yeah.
Do you use the graphic design in your jewelry design?
Yes. Yes. So that's always, I actually did first year interior design.
Same. Oh, well, not at university, but I did interior design correspondence.
Oh, wow. Cool. I think it just like everything, graphic design, photography, bit of CAD things. Yeah. It just helped.
I wish I did CAD so much.
I'm pretty bad. I'm really, really bad. That's also one of the reasons why I quit interior design because I just can't be bothered.
I like, what's that other one what's the easier version of CAD for interior design? SketchUp?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
I was a big SketchUp fan. Yes, especially in like during COVID when I was trying to fill my time, I got back onto SketchUp.
Wow, good on you. Nice.
But learning CAD for Sunny's design would have just been like the ultimate skill. I really regret that now that I know where my path has led me.
Yeah, but hey, like you can't do everything. Like
yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, I mean, like you
do
just
time fully.
Yes, exactly. You can, but you will be probably not sleepy.
So what was the point then that you decided jewellery was going to be the way that you went?
So I was a wedding photographer throughout probably uni. I did just a bunch of like hospo / wedding photography jobs, was full-time for wedding photography up until COVID.
Yeah.
And actually before COVID, I always had this little voice in my head thinking it's scary to be a service-based job because you have to physically be there. What if I'm always constantly be scared of like, I'm sick? What if I'm sick? What if I could ruin someone's wedding day?
Oh, that stress would not be worth it.
Yeah, I know. And or like I can't probably play sports, but what if I, on crutches, how do I, photograph someone for 8 hours a day? So, and I always wanted a product-based business. So I was looking for something. And then jewelry just made sense for me because I always loved jewelry, and also I just saw a gap in the market that I want good quality pieces, but I don't want to spend $500 on a piece of jewelry. I was a uni student, so I never spent $500 on anything. Good quality stylish jewelry that makes you feel good at an accessible price point. That was what I went for.
That was going to be my next question. Was it the gap in the market that you saw, or was it more of like a personal motivation to start a business? Because
gap and also the cash flow. It's a product that I literally didn't have money at the time. It's I always wanted to have a clothing brand. Obviously, like since when I was young, but imagine the cash flow going in.
The investment for a clothing brand would be huge.
Yeah, and also I didn't have experience. And I was like, let's just, do it as a passion project and try jewelry. So jewelry I literally started business was like $500. I had like 5 styles.
And did you just import pre-designed styles and see how they went before you did anything further?
Yeah, so I wanted, and also I really it's like a uni project where I thought, okay, I'm going to try 5 styles and then do really beautifully photography on it, good product shots, and then let's see how far it can take me. Yeah, so that's how it started.
We pretty much did the same as well. I think we bought in 4 pre-designed sunglasses and saw how that went. And then after a year, I started designing once I knew that we had something. It's a nice, safe way of doing it without getting those massive MOQs.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. And the name Bare, where's that come from?
Oh my God. It's like I am one of these person that I'm not too fussed about my name.
Yep.
So I literally just thought about it for 2 hours. I was like, maybe, I want something minimum chic. I wish I actually chose something else because Bare is hard to trademark. We trademark in New Zealand and Australia, but we were to expand, and also if you want to go really massive, I never thought about going really massive.
So it's already taken overseas?
Yeah, and that will be hard.
Yeah.
So one little advice is just actually spend some time on your name.
But then half the time when you start a business, you don't start it thinking you're going to go international, right?
Yeah,
like it's not even a thought process that goes through your head. I am trying to go through the process of going through trademarking overseas.
Yeah.
But you need addresses.
What overseas? So Australia and New Zealand?
I've done both of those.
Yeah, for this, I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, so for the UK and for the US, it seems like you need addresses over there. So if anyone's listening and has done it and has advice, send it our way.
Yeah, true. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So what were the early days like? You being a solo founder, working from home, growing this business?
I really enjoyed the early days because it was a passion project. So I genuinely enjoyed every minute of it. It's sort of, I was, packing orders, doing photography, doing the shoot planning and everything. And whatever stress that you put on yourself, I always tell myself you get to choose. Yeah. That's why you're so lucky. Like I was lucky to be in that stage. And yeah, and I guess up to a point of when Bare started growing, it was really enjoyable until it was not. That I was doing everything. I was getting really frustrated on. I didn't have enough time to pack orders. I didn't get back to emails fast enough. That's when it's starting to get slightly less enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh God, it's actually serious now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot on the line.
Yeah.
So you were just working at home at that stage?
Yeah.
So what came first, office or employees?
Employees.
Yeah.
So I actually had one employee working casually with me in my house, just in a spare room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like 1-2 days a week.
I love that.
Yeah. And then I thought if I want to build a team, obviously you just can't have a team working in my home, even though I really thought about it. I really thought I could save some money and, have the team working from home, but like, it's just not professional.
Also, if you're not there, you're once again then tying yourself down to having to be there every day.
Yes, exactly.
Which is not the point of staff, right? It's to have a little bit more freedom and do things that you don't necessarily have time to do when you're just you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you grew to a point where you need an office. So what did that look like? You looking for an office, finding the money for an office, knowing it was the right time. How stressful was that?
It was, I think I always knew that I wanted Bare to have an office since a year before I had the office, because I realized that I was the bottleneck of my business. If I don't hire, like the business will just only be as big as I was.
Yeah.
I just had FOMO of looking at other businesses growing, and all the people, the founders in the business I admire, I knew that they went through this stage. And I looked at them, I was like, if they could do it, why not? Why can't it be me? So I also listed, like I did it really practically. I did all the pros and cons of if I hire, what's the business going to look like, and what if I didn't hire, what would my life look like? And I knew it was not going to be an easy journey, because it's the committing to the rent, committing to the salary, and the fixed cost I never had. The fixed cost that just blew out your profit. All the profit you made goes into that.
Totally.
Yeah. And I really just sat myself down. I was like, is a chill life what you wanted, or is growing that business what you wanted? And I wouldn't say like chasing happiness, a chill life is what drives me, give me purpose. I think building Bare is the bit that feeds me. And that's when, I guess, as a founder, you understand, that's when you realize this is me. And even though that path's not going to be easy, I'm going to do it. Yeah.
And what would you do if you didn't do this?
It would just be regrets and FOMO, like for life.
It would be such a different life, right?
Yeah.
Even the people you meet and the things you do, and like what you do at home.
Yeah.
What would I do at home if I didn't have this business?
Yeah, I know. Like, it just
do you work a lot at home?
Yeah, I do work at home, but at the same time, it's just like there's no other platform that could let me do what I can do.
Yeah.
You know, like, have you ever...
I have such a scope of what you can do as well.
Yeah. And your business is a stage for you to actually do everything you can do and push yourself. Instead of actually working for someone, then you sort of fit in the little box of either you're a graphic designer or you can only be that. Yeah.
Whereas we are marketing photographers.
Yeah.
Back-end statistics and IT, budget and forecasting and IT and all of the above.
Yeah.
And our skill set is now so broad.
Yeah. And it's a great thing, and it's stressful at times, but I wouldn't want to do it any other things.
What were some of the first tasks you actually did hand off to your staff?
Packing, obviously. Imagine, like, have you been through that? Like, it was so frustrating that you have to go through so many orders, but you know that you have other things to do.
That was me yesterday. So Jess was away sick.
Oh.
And I just had 30 orders to pack yesterday. Yeah. But I could just see my emails, and I knew I had to drive down to Hamilton for another meeting, and that I wasn't going to be able to touch my computer till later in the evening. And that's when I get it. Like, when I'm actually packing orders, it is one of my favorite things to do. I love doing the packing videos. I love seeing the names pop up over and over. Like, a girl did her 7th order, another girl did her 4th.
It's the best feeling.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But knowing that there's other pressing things that are more like revenue driving and revenue based, that's frustrating.
Yeah. That's definitely the very first thing is packing. Yeah.
What were the other things?
Customer service. Obviously,
that's my pet peeve. I hate customer service.
I know, like, for customer service, it's like, it's important for you to be in the loop of things, but as founders, you definitely you react more emotionally because it's your baby, like, react more emotionally. And sometimes one email could literally just, like, I will still think about it at 11 p.m. at night, but that's just not productive. To the point that, like, I really need to hand off to someone who could be a bit more neutral. And obviously I'm so overseas things, but that's definitely need to
Yeah, customer service is a big one for us as well. We've never actually had too many customer service emails in terms of like returns, refunds and that sort of stuff. But the bigger you get, the more you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's just the name of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we jump into where you are now, what were some of the biggest challenges in the first couple of years? The things that you look back and you go, I can't believe we got through that. That was a really hard period.
Supply relationships, especially in the early stage of, obviously we have quite a few suppliers where you're not just putting all the eggs in one basket. So supply relationships, especially when you're small, nobody gives a shit about you. People just like, oh, you want to do a custom sale? What's your MOQ? And they're like, oh, you don't have much. So like they wouldn't even bother to reply you. So obviously finding the good quality, the suppliers that understands your vision and also is willing to work with you at a lower quantity was difficult at the time. But obviously I went through the stage of probably you were in, you know, like a while ago, that like obviously attracting customers that just, I think it was 2023. That was the moment I was like, gosh, like what am I doing? Because not a lot of people are like knowing Bare Jewellery. Even though I try to do all these photography work, I always try to make everything look so aesthetic and beautiful, but nobody's seeing my brand. How am I going to get it out there? And I wasn't a marketer because, like I said, I was a graphic designer, a photographer. I had to really learn the side of e-com, which is digital marketing, to attract people to give me a chance to look at my brand. Yeah.
That's really difficult as well. It's a lot of upskilling. And I also think when you're going down the path of learning e-com, you have to let a lot of your ideas about your own business go. So what you think is going to be a good ad or a good top of funnel campaign quite often isn't what your customer base is actually looking for. And that's been the biggest lesson for us is actually deep diving into who our customer is, what they're looking for, what their pet peeves are, what they're going to find the most interesting out of our sunglasses and go down that route. Whereas we were just going down the aesthetic route.
That was such a good advice. I really liked what you said. I was like that, like literally exactly like that. I was just obsessed with my own vision. Like, why would you like my product? You know, like, but obviously, yes, the customer is the key. The content we put out now, you have to, your product and the way you communicate them need to serve them.
Exactly. So let's move into that then. If you love bold eyewear as much as you love bold business stories, you need to check out Board George. Our sunglasses are designed to turn heads, feel amazing and last season after season. And because you're part of the Board to Boss community, you get 15% off any pair of sunglasses. Just use the code BOSSPOD at checkout. That's BOSSPOD for 15% off at boardgeorge.com. How do you structure your Instagram and your TikTok and all your social content? Do you use different platforms for different things?
Definitely. So for marketing, we do 2 sections. The first section, I'll call it the dreaming, the idealism. You're trying to build the idea of without any limitation. What is the cool girl wardrobe looks like? What does she do every day? Does she travel? Like every cool girl, like every girl wants to be that girl. That's the first part.
Aspirational.
Yes, you're selling the dream, which is that comes in the aesthetic, the campaign photos. And then the second part of marketing for us would be bring it back down a notch and actually bring it like back down to earth and connect with the audience and see and show them we're actually real people. We're the girls that actually dream about these cool things, being the cool girl, but we're actually normal girls that we have a budget to shop our clothes. We make mistakes and we're actually just everyday people, and also create content that relates to the everyday people. So that's the 2 parts that we always trying to balance. So we do a lot of aesthetic content, but we do a lot of funny, relatable things, especially for TikTok. Instagram's very different. Instagram is mostly, I try to stay more on the nicer aesthetic route, but I still like, people love our non-aesthetic content though.
That's the thing. It's so funny you say that because we definitely went down the route of trying to have a really aesthetic Instagram. But then when we look back at where our most engagement lies,
Yes.
where the clicks come through, where the comments and everything comes through, it's always the non-aesthetic. And so again, you've got to drop your ego and drop your own vision and start providing your followers with what they want.
Yeah.
And since we started doing that from about the mid-July, things have changed.
Yeah, it's late.
Yeah. And it's again just dropping that the grid needs to look perfect.
Yeah.
If people come onto our Instagram, they need to see this amazing aesthetic side of us, and then TikTok can be more rough and behind the scenes. And that's fantastic for a lot of businesses. But for us, it just doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, I know. I totally understand. Sometimes we're like, this post looks so cute, and we got 10 likes.
Literally.
Yeah. What the hell?
We do a really nice Canva layout, really creative with his phone slaps.
Yeah.
And then it's 11.
Yeah, I know. And then you do a silly little dance and then just took 5 seconds to film. People loved it.
It's always the stuff you put less effort into.
Yeah, I think it's a good balance though. I still want to push my brand vision, but I have compromised just like you, and we did a bit of both. Yeah.
And that's the thing is you've still got to do the product-based stuff, because quite often Jess and I say if we're looking from the outside of the brand and it's the first time going on the Instagram, will they straight away know that we're a Sunny's brand? Because a lot of the videos will be behind the scenes, daily vlogs, that sort of stuff. So we've got to make sure we've got the UGC or the static posts or the product imagery on there so that people do go on and straight away go, this is a sunglasses brand, rather than having to scroll through and search for it.
Yeah, I found that, especially on TikTok, it's quite common. I don't know if you heard of the brand Strawberry Milk Mob. They sell bikinis. Literally, their whole Instagram, if you scroll, you don't know what they sell. But even though they're massive in the US, but I guess that strategy works on TikTok. She talks about boys, she talks about dating, everything but bikinis.
Interesting.
But that's how she got really big, and that's just the platform, I think.
Yeah. Because we often on TikTok don't talk about sunglasses at all, but we actually got advice from someone a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, we can't tell what business you are when you're scrolling, you need to do more about sunglasses.
Yeah.
But for us, TikTok is almost like that fall in love with us in the office.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out what we do.
Yeah. It's just tricky because when you see a lot of successful TikTok businesses, they do that.
Yeah. So, TBH Skincare don't sit there putting their creams on their face.
Yeah.
Or showing you a bottle.
Exactly.
So you've just got to follow your gut, follow what the stats are showing you.
Yeah.
And make your own mind up.
Yeah. But this shows that, hey, founders, we don't really know. We don't know everything.
What we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that we'll just test and go. See if it works.
Okay, let's go down the opposite route then of the positives. What has been a couple of the best moments you've had on your Bare Jewellery journey?
Best moment? Obviously, we were able to pull off the biggest sale ever for Black Friday, and last year I was able to see what Bare's potential could be. That gave me the confidence to keep growing.
Yeah.
And obviously when the team came together, I remember my website used to look not that great, and I just always wished I had the time to have that project of make all the jewelry become clear cards and make everything more slick. And that was one of my proudest moments of our team. We were able to just make everything look more professional.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's just, that's one of my proudest moments, I think. And the best moment also when I realized actually with this July, I was on holiday, the first holiday I've ever taken since I took on the team for 10 days.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous.
And that 10 days before that, I was saying to myself, oh God, I shouldn't have taken that 10 days. I didn't know, that's the girl's first time, without me. And they really proved to me during the time that I was able to, even though I was still sort of working there, but they were able to just own their task, handle it. And I was just so proud. And it unlocked a little knot to me. And I was like, you did it. You did. Your team got you at this point. Because it's been almost a year since the team has been with me. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe the team can handle most things when I'm away. And that's probably the proudest thing I ever achieved.
That's so cool. How many girls do you have now?
I have 4 girls now. Yeah. And two of the girls has been with me for a year now. And that was just like, it was an incredible journey. It was the most challenging journey. It was very rewarding, but it was so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were some of the hardest challenges from going to like being solo founder to being a boss?
From a solo founder to a leader, it's a lot of shift in my point of now. Like my role now was to create the environment for my team to thrive. So my job is actually to obviously communicate the vision, build the system to support them, and be a good supporter to support them to thrive in their role, because I want them to feel what success look like in their role. I want them to win, because if they win, my business wins.
Exactly.
And that's where I put a lot of energy in, and there was no playbooks. Obviously, I could listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, but I spent so many nights thinking, did I say it right? Did I communicate it well? Did I give them the support they needed? Could this process be better? And that's the things that I do after work, because during work, I was trying to balance in between as an operator, the doer, and the leader. Yeah. And that was a difficult time, because I doubted myself a lot of, did I do a good job to help them? And especially when you have the right employees, I would say first you need to have the right person that have the right intention to do the willingness to do a good job. Then it falls onto you as a leader to help them to do a good job.
And to have them love your brand just as much as you do.
I think I don't think anyone could love my brand as much as I do. I don't think so.
I totally get that. Yeah. But having someone who sees your vision and cares is so important. Yeah. And you can see the difference between those who do and don't. Yes. Straight away.
100%. 100%. And at the same time, I'm still learning. It's like I was just recently hiring, right? And I'm just like, I can't just expect the candidates to come to me and just be obsessed with my brand, right? But I want the people I was looking for is I want them to be obsessed with the thing they want to grow into, and also believe in me in a way, especially as a small business. I'm not Sephora. I'm not that established that, oh my God, I gotta,
understand that they're going to grow alongside you.
Yeah. Finding the right people was hard. And it's like learning how to drive a car. Then you find the right people, then you need to learn how to use them to do the things.
And do you think you've gotten stronger at looking for the right people? Have you made mistakes in between?
I think I definitely have, but it's a learning progress. It's still a work in progress.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I get that to the T.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put a pause on this then and jump into the special delivery, because I'm super excited for this one. Mm-hmm. It's now time for special delivery, brought to you by Go Sweet Spot, the shipping platform saving businesses time, money, and stress by comparing courier options, integrating with your online store, and streamlining the entire delivery process. Go Sweet Spot changed the game for me at Bare Jewellery. This one platform has saved me time, reduced stress, and its simplicity is unmatched, with customer service that is second to none. In this segment, we share tools and hacks you can instantly implement, and for us, Go Sweet Spot has been this hack. What have you got for us?
My special delivery is a Shopify app called Mod Bundle. So we've been using it since September, August. So we're offering a bundle deal at the moment. So 3 for $200. That is a great way for you to increase your average order value. Yeah. And for us, we juggle in between. What if it's a preset bundle, like we already style the pieces for you, but people obviously want to choose for themselves. So Mod Bundle is great. They let you customize whatever product you want to put in the bundle, and also you can use easy CSS to custom code it into something that fits your store. And that can all just be done through ChatGPT. So anyone can do it.
So you're talking more like aesthetically, you can get it to look like
your brand.
Interesting. And you just type that into ChatGPT on what you want. It spits out your CSS code and you put that into the back end?
Yes. You do a little bit of investigation. You sort of like, it's pretty easy. You ask ChatGPT, what do you need? What do you need from me for you to help me code? So obviously it tells you, go on a developer mode. These are the code I'm looking for. And you just send them a screenshot and just keep prompting it. And you could make the button the way to match your store button. You can make the font bigger or smaller. You can make the preview bigger or smaller. It's just great.
Interesting. That's so good, because one of the biggest issues we've recently just made a bundle app live. And the biggest issue we had was finding one that even remotely looked on brand for us and suited the product page.
I know.
And it was the first thing I noticed going on your website the other day was the gorgeous long bar at the bottom with your bundle. It's stunning.
Yeah.
And it just looks so integrated. You wouldn't think it was an app. You'd think it was coded.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
Yeah, you definitely, and also bundles is the way to go.
Bundles are so the way to go.
Yes, I tested for 3 weeks. It's been probably 70 or 80% of our orders now are with bundles. And it's just great for increasing AOV because you are sending it's the same shipping rates. It's a almost similar amount of packaging.
Yeah.
It's an offer that a lot of business should try to increase their average order value.
Do you know how much the app costs?
You mean the bundle?
The app? Yeah.
It's free.
No.
It's free if you only have one bundle live. Yes, because they're so new and their support's so good. They reply you pretty quickly. I think they're Australian based.
Okay.
Yeah, you should totally use it. Yeah.
I'm going to give this a go.
I'm writing along the way fully for free.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to literally change over the bundles today and give it a go because...
What do you use now?
I can't remember what we've just downloaded. It's working.
Yeah.
Because we're just trying to do a cap bundle at the moment.
Yeah.
But also with sunglasses, I would love to do a bundle, but we walk the fine line between e-commerce and wholesale. And that's really tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky to get bundles live and offer a really good deal without stepping on your wholesalers' toes.
I remember when we talked about it a little bit, and yes, wholesale is a whole nother game.
Whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
So this is obviously something you're doing in preparation for the big Black Friday. You mentioned you had one of the biggest Black Fridays ever last year. Can you just let us know, what did that look like for you? Was that 10 times your weekly revenue? Was that 8 times your weekly revenue? What was the scope of the wow, that was insane?
It was 22 times.
Excuse me?
Yes.
22 times your weekly revenue you did in your Black Friday period.
Yeah.
How long was your Black Friday
15
period?
days. Yeah. That was a unicorn year. We had unicorn offers.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do it again, the offers I was doing.
They're quite big.
It was big. It was the 40 for 40.
Oh, so you did that for 14 days?
No. So we had the normal Black Friday offer going in until until the actual Black Friday. So we normally launch Black Friday before. And until the actual Black Friday, that was basically the sale ends soon stage. We brought back in the 40 for 40 just to give that rush, the final
repetitive. Get people back in for seconds.
Yeah, for seconds. I wouldn't do it again because then you will train your customers to expect that, right? But at the time, that was a unicorn offer, like I said, because we actually did that in last September for our first birthday sale.
For everyone who doesn't know, by the way, 40 is 40% off for 40 minutes.
Yes, sorry. So that was a crack cocaine sale, and we did it back to back as well. So I was shitting myself. So because we did one in September, and then the second one we did was November. So that was 2 months apart. And especially our audience that already know about this, they know about that sort of sale we do. And I was like, oh my God, that would really hurt our brand image. And
I get that.
People will think you're just a discount brand.
Yeah.
So I was really careful, but I still did it because that was the first 3 months I had a team. I had salaries to pay. Yeah. And yes, and everyone was working 4 or 5 days a week at the time. So basically that was 3 full-time salary at that period. Yeah, and I was like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Do you happen to know the split between new and returning customer rate for the 40?
But from the September sale, that was 40-something percent, 44%.
Returning?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's quite a new top of funnel.
Yeah.
So do you find that it was worth it in terms of getting a whole new audience in, potentially then to reorder later on?
Yes, I think so. But that's, again, like I wouldn't do it too often, but you should do it. Try it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Because we've been debating it. We have. But every time we go back to the fact we usually only do 3 sales a year.
Mm-hmm.
But doing it during your Black Friday is definitely one way to look at it during your marketing sales. But you've got 14 days, right? You need to do something every single day to keep your customer on their toes.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
You've like changed my perspective on it a bit.
Just zooming out a little bit, we did something similar this year again for our birthday sale. So we started with 40 for 40 and we faded into a normal sort of up to site-wide sale for, I think, around 14 days as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that sort of sale was just specifically now designed for our birthday.
Yeah.
That did really well too. So 40 for 40 is a great way for all the funnels that you build through like all the
months
prior to fully take, because 40 for 40 the hype stage is quite different than the normal sort of sale, how you operate that. So you should totally try it. And I'm not against it if you do it for Black Friday, because I've seen people do it for Black Friday, but I'm just saying that just don't do it all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
What does your Black Friday rollout look like this year?
We started planning for Black Friday actually from August. It's just the biggest event, the most exciting. It's the Victoria's Secret fashion show of e-com. Obviously, we're going to have very exciting new launches during the sale.
Cool.
We're a lot more organized on the offer that we could bring to our customers.
Same.
It's definitely the bestest they could get.
Yeah.
And it's almost, we want to position ourselves as it's a party that everyone you're invited to, and just Victoria's Secret fashion show. It's the best.
And content-wise, how do you plan your content for that period? Do you pre-plan all your content, or is it just kind of like go with the flow, see how the week goes? Yeah?
I am a serial planner. I start planning August.
Yep.
So obviously we have the offers, and then we'll have different content for different offers. We have different emotions we're trying to trigger in different stage of the sale. So we started planning it. Also, we test a lot of our creators prior to Black Friday. So we're like, okay, we might want to do, say, a behind the scenes sort of video. So that just try it during BAU, because if we're going to add budget behind a piece of content, might as well just try and BAU.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, always plan our content and test them before.
Plan and test. We are in this weird stage right now because baby could come any time.
Yeah.
That we are actually having to, this is like behind the scenes for anyone listening. We are pre-filming all our content for November. We've already started pre-filming and backlogging everything.
Yes.
But the tricky thing is I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find that fine line between what we can pre-film and what we can't, to make it seem like
Seamless.
Yeah, and like it's being done in the moment.
But hey, like I think you need to know that a lot of customers, they're not in your business.
They're new, exactly. They're top.
Yeah.
The funnel. They don't know who you are yet.
Exactly. They don't know who you are. And a lot of people, they're not that invested. They're like, oh, these are pre-filmed. These are not genuine, because they didn't care. They wouldn't care. I think we're just too much in our head.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We are too much in our head.
Yeah. And I think just go for it. Like, yeah, just film as much as you can. And also for Black Friday, a lot of things are pre-filmed, but a lot of things are, yes, organic, like you said.
A good mix.
Yeah, a good funny moment, or the BTS, you'll just have to film during Black Friday.
Yeah, we recently filmed our summer campaign for December, which I also am very, well.
It gave me anxiety. You're so far ahead.
But when else am I supposed to do it?
Yeah, that's true.
So I am very heavily pregnant in this summer campaign.
Yeah.
And I was so strung up. I was like, are people going to judge the fact that we filmed our summer campaign back in September? Because clearly I'm about to burst in it. Like, I'm in the video for the summer campaign.
You should just put it in a piece of content.
Well, now I'm just like, same thing as you. no one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally no one cares. I'm the only one that cares.
Yeah.
As long as the content's good, it's fun, it portrays our brand, it gets the message across.
Yeah.
Who cares about when it's filmed?
Exactly. And it just like, as founders, you get used to things that what you should care about. It's a learning curve again. It's like some part you could let go a little bit and some part you can't, I guess.
What are the things you can't let go of?
Obviously, the quality of the product.
Yeah.
The customer experience is something that I'm really iffy about. I want to make sure every time our customer, it's jewelry, the packaging, you know, it's the packing, the customer service, the weight, the tone that we talk to our customers. I'm just pretty iffy about it because that's part of my brand. It's the core values that cannot be like changed. Yeah. But the okay thing is, say, a font or VDM. I came from a graphic design background. The amount of time, Minnie's probably going to give me shit, but the amount of times that I'm just so iffy on this color, this font. But if it's 80% good, it's good. Just let it go.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm still trying.
We're trying to build a new website at the moment, and I'm exactly the same. I'm like, drop the font by one size, drop the font by one size, drop it by one more size, drop it by this.
Yeah.
But then you hit the point where it actually looks good and you go, it was worth it.
Yeah.
But then there's other things that I'm just like, couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Just pick your battles.
Yes, exactly.
I actually want to know what your creative process is for designing.
So we actually do a lot of jewelry, not a lot, but some of them is still pre-existing styles.
Yeah.
So from the supplier's catalog.
Yeah.
But and also we're starting to, especially this year and last year, we're starting to really hear what our customer wants and starting to release smaller drops, more frequent, but smaller drops, and making changes on top of our existing designs or very similar. Because now, after a few years in business, you're starting to understand your customers and what they want. So design and process was actually not that hard because I'm not trying to, at least for now, I was not trying to come up with a brand new unicorn, like crazy design. I make changes from existing styles. So, this person, our customers like earring stacks. Yeah. So what if I make something that one earring that looks like two if they only have one piercing? So it's the constant of, okay, they seem to buy these two together. What if we combine the two together and looks like they have two on at the same time?
That's so clever.
Yeah. It's from the designing process was not as hard for me. I think it was just about understanding
and listening to your customer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We are pretty much the same as well. One of our biggest pieces of feedback is that our sunglasses are really quite large. And one of the other bit of feedback generally from the same person is what pair of sunnies suit a smaller face better. And that's when we started the process of designing a slimline pair of sunnies.
I'm excited.
So really, really similar.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of a double stack because I'm such an earring stack girl.
Yeah.
So you're hitting the right customer base.
I know.
Do you hand draw?
I do hand draw. Sometimes I actually just pull out inspiration from Pinterest.
Yeah.
I would
point to the things.
Yeah, point to thing, or I just Photoshop it.
Yeah.
As in like, I like this little design, this bit, and then let me just, because I'm such a control freak, before I communicate, I want to see if it looks good. So what if that color looks like this, or this latch looks like that design? So I just, like a collage, you just put them together and see what they look like. Yeah.
It's so much easier than what people think, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like fashion design, there are so many founders, for example, they're fashion brands, but they know nothing about sewing. So anything is possible, but obviously you just got to find a way to communicate to your supplier of what you wanted, sizing, design wise, and then you rely the final product on the rounds of samples you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you visited your manufacturers yet?
Yes, I have. Well, I'm Chinese, so it's pretty easy for me to
go over.
And I just feel like my suppliers are, they're like family to me, because I think culturally we vibe really well. And they're like, it's the funniest thing. My office my girls always knew, my supplier likes to send me inspirational quotes as well.
Oh, that's so
He's so cute.
That's so sweet.
Yes, he just obviously he wants me to do well, so his business does well as well. So he always just like, hey, just checking in on you. I know maybe some days it's hard. You can just keep going and keep pushing. And it's just so random sometimes, but yeah, he's just an angel. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to go over this year and have a look?
Not this year because Black Friday is around the corner.
Actually, we're like at the end of the year.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, crazy.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, but yes, next year. I've sort of always just pop to one because our suppliers is in different cities as well.
Same.
Sometimes when I go for like 14 days, I'll visit my family and then pop over for 2 days. And I haven't visited all of them yet, but I will get to that.
I've got a couple that I still haven't met that I've worked with for 4 or so years.
Yeah.
And I would love to go over and meet them.
Exactly. I love to see these contents as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What's next for Bare Jewellery? Like 1 year, 5 year plan. What's your goals and aspirations?
I think now that I have a team, we are able to do a lot of things I wanted to do. And the next stage would be building a community. I feel like I haven't done enough for building the community side. I've seen you guys do lots of pop-ups and community events. I think most of the time, especially for brands like me, these sort of things, it might not necessarily drive revenue.
They never drive revenue.
Yeah, but I really want to meet the people that shop my brand. I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because Bare Jewellery needs to be more than a brand. It needs to be, it's all about what a brand makes you feel. That's why you keep coming back to shop a brand.
Exactly.
That's why I want to emphasize on the feeling. Yeah. I want to emphasize on the community. So the future of Bare in the next year, my focus would be nurturing our community, organizing events, and just serving them. Our content needs to be around them. Very community-based stuff. Instead of this year, I think my focus of this year was just surviving, building a team, and
I feel like that's been the past 2 years, right? Survive till 25, and then it's like, get through 26 now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited to see the events.
Yeah, I know. You'll be there. So
I'll be there with a little girl.
Yeah, I know. I need to ask you lots of things because you guys have done so much of these. I honestly just respect. Like, I don't know how you handled all that. Wholesale events, all the marketing calendar, you hire people, a new office, baby. Like, you can do it all. You can do it all. Yeah.
Thank you. A little bit haphazardly sometimes, but we get there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
this has been such a good chat.
I know, like I really enjoyed it. And it's also really helped me when I prepared for this interview. It really helped me to refresh my vision as well because sometimes when you're in the battlefield,
you're a little bit lost.
Yes.
I feel that to my core.
Yes. And when you sent me those interview questions, I was like, oh gosh, like I really need to think.
And it also makes you feel so proud of where you came from when people actually ask you the questions from back in the day.
Yeah.
Like how you started and how kind of like rip shit and bust everything was. There was no processes. There was no like, God, I look back at our packaging.
Yes, me too. That was ridiculous.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
What was the packaging like?
Okay. So this cost more than our packaging now. So our packaging is like beautiful now. I'd have the pair of sunglasses in the soft case and then I'd have the poly stretchy packaging material and I'd wrap it up to protect it.
Oh, yes.
And then I had separate boxes that I had to manually build.
Yes, the little
like cardboard things. And then I put the product in, put a little sticker on.
Yeah.
Then I tissue papered it because tissue paper was just like
the premium,
the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
And then it went into the post bag. So I probably spent like 5 minutes packing up each pair of sunglasses, let alone the cost of the tissue paper, stickers, box, all that sort of stuff. And I thought it was elite back then. I was like, this is so nice. The unboxing experience is so premium.
It's still nice, but it's just not efficient. Or also maybe like, I was the same. I put random tissue paper, the stickers.
The things you think you need.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Board to Boss. And to say thank you, here's a cheeky little treat just for you. Use the code BOSSPOD at boardgeorge.com for a sweet little treat. And we will catch you next time.